This is Mrs. Page over at Sabattis Primary School.
How's it going?
I'm here to read Sharks by Gail Gibbons. There's the cover page, Sharks by Gail Gibbons. Sharks live in the oceans. They are fish. There are about 350 different kinds of sharks. There are small sharks, big sharks, and large sharks. It actually says huge in the book. The first sharks lived more than 400 million years ago, 200 million years before the dinosaurs walked the earth. Most of them were only about 3 feet long. Later, sharks grew to be bigger. Some were enormous. One of them was Carcharodon megalodon. Carcharodon megalodon was about 43 feet long. Carcharodon means rough tooth. Megalodon means giant tooth. It had very sharp teeth, about 8 inches long. Sharks are not like other fish. Fish have smooth scales. Sharks' bodies are covered with scales called denticles that have sharp little teeth in them. Most fish skeletons are made of bone. Shark skeletons are not made up of bone, but a softer elastic material called cartilage, like in your nose. The caudal fin. The shark gets pushed forward by its tail fin when it moves back and forth. Pelvic fins. The pectoral fins balance and lift the shark. There's a close-up of denticles, the little tiny scales on the side of a shark. Sharks breathe by drawing water into their mouths as they swim. When the water passes the gills, it touches small blood vessels. These blood vessels take the oxygen from the water to keep the sharks alive. Unlike other fish, most sharks must keep moving to make the water flow over their gills. This says other fish usually have 1 gill opening on each side. Sharks have 5 gill openings. Sharks have senses that work together. They have inner ears. Their ears are tubes running under their skin to their skulls. They can hear distant sounds along this lateral line on their bodies. On the sides of their bodies are small holes, the lateral line organs. They are sensitive to movement in the water and can help guide the shark to what is moving. Sharks can use electricity to hunt too. All living creatures in the water give off small electrical signals. Sharks have tiny holes in their faces called ampullae. They pick up the signals that guide the sharks in the right direction. Sharks also have a very good sense of smell. They can tell the direction a smell is coming from, sometimes a mile away. Ampullae are all these little spots on the nose of a shark. Sharks' eyes are sensitive to light. They can see things underwater where light is often dim. Sharks don't use their teeth for chewing. They use their teeth to tear, bite, and crush their food. Most sharks have more than 4 rows of teeth. Their front teeth do all the work. When a shark loses a tooth, it will soon be replaced by a new one that pops into place. New teeth move up from the second row. They replace worn out or missing teeth in the front row. The teeth in the 3rd and 4th rows move forward too. Different sharks have teeth that are different sizes and shapes. And then it shows tiger tooth shark, bull tooth shark, mako have the long pointy ones, and the great white sharks look like a triangle. Shark babies are born 2 ways. Some sharks lay tough, thorny, cased eggs on or near the bottom of the ocean. It takes a few weeks before the baby sharks chew their way out of the egg cases and swim away. Some people call these mermaids' purses when they find them on the beach. Other sharks develop from eggs inside the mother's body. Usually it takes a year before these babies are born alive. Shark babies care for themselves the minute they are born. They're called pups. Most sharks are not dangerous. Of the 350 kinds of sharks, only about 30 species have been known to attack people. This rarely happens. When it does, it is usually because the shark has mistaken the movement of a person for the movement of a fish or something else it is hunting. The smallest shark is the dwarf shark. It is only 6 inches long. It's about the size of a pencil, a little bit shorter. Sharks are different shapes and sizes. Bull sharks are about 10 feet long. They are fierce and aggressive. They've been known to attack people who are swimming. Bull sharks are the only kind of shark that can live in fresh water. On rare occasions, they are spotted swimming in rivers. Blue sharks usually live in deep waters. They migrate thousands of miles to have their babies and search for new food. Mako sharks, which can live in Maine, can be up to 11 feet long and can swim as fast as 43 miles an hour. Watch out, cheetahs. They can be dangerous. Tiger sharks can grow up to 17 feet long. They are often found in shallow water. Tiger sharks eat fish, seabirds, crabs, turtles, and even smaller sharks. They are one of the most dangerous sharks. The thresher shark can be up to 20 feet long. It has a very long and powerful tail. It eats small fish and usually doesn't bother people. Nurse sharks often hide in underwater caves and reefs for long periods of time. They have strong, blunt teeth. They eat fish, shrimp, lobster, sea urchin, and crabs. A lot like we do. Even people eat sea urchins. Hammerhead sharks can be almost 20 feet long. They are strange looking. Their heads are flat and shaped like a double-headed hammer. They eat fish, squid, crabs, and stingrays. Hammerhead sharks live in shallow, warm waters and have been known to attack people. Great white sharks are famous for being the most dangerous and fiercest members of the shark family. They will eat large fish, other sharks, and even whales. It has very strong jaws and hundreds of teeth, sometimes 3 inches long. Each tooth has a sharp, jagged edge like a saw blade. The basking shark is a very large shark and can grow to be 35 feet long. It is slow-moving and generally harmless. It eats small animals and plant life called plankton. It doesn't have teeth. The basking shark likes to swim near the surface of the water, sometimes in large groups. It has little tiny plates that hang in its mouth that catch its food, the plankton. The whale shark is the biggest fish that ever existed. It can be 60 feet long and weighs up to 15 tons. Although it is very strong and powerful, it eats only plankton and small fish. The whale shark never attacks people or even large fish. It swims slowly and lazily, usually just below the surface of the water. For many years, sharks have been fished and hunted by people. Before sandpaper was invented, people used shark skin to smooth and polish wood. Indians used their sharp, hard skin to sharpen arrowheads. Others use shark teeth for jewelry. Today, in some places, shark skin is used to make shoes, purses, and belts. Also, shark meat is used for food. There is sport fishing too. Some species have been fished and hunted to the point where there is concern about their survival. Sharks play an important role like all other ocean life. It is good to protect these mysterious and marvelous creatures and the sea in which they live. Scientists and people can learn a lot from studying sharks. To know about sharks is to admire and respect them. Sharks, sharks, sharks. And then this page has lots of little pictures of sharks. Important, it says, if you see a shark when you are swimming, swim slowly away from the shark, toward the shore or a boat. Remain calm, don't shout and splash. Remember, you are in the shark's world. Don't swim toward the shark. Chances are the shark isn't interested in you anyway, and it will swim away. If you're around other people when you reach the shore, tell someone what you saw so other swimmers can be notified. Thank you for listening to the book Sharks by Gail Gibbons.